Well, I mean, I'm going to take it, right? A little bit of water in the desert is not going to be a bad thing to have. So it's going to be an interesting play, though, moving down on towards the...
And I only see one of their players close into the action where they can get into the fight. But there we go. Secret versus Triber. Let's see. It's happening, ladies and gentlemen. First two.
It's now getting ready for a bit of a play up against the side here of A1. Now, the nades now finding their way up. It is going to be the first one down. CJ. Now, DRS waiting for a bit of a follow-up here. A bit of a follow-through. But unfortunately for them, A1 didn't fully commit to this push just yet. Two of their players now up on the front line. They still hold a bit of an off angle. And this is where it could get quite hot and spicy as we got Rowdy keeping a nice bit of overwatch here, as we can see just towards that northern side. So it's going to be up to Flash and Deathstorm to make the decisive moves right here. DRS, though, they look like they've got this compound locked on down. Example, cooking up the nade, looking for a bit of an angle.
Nice.
Oh, does receive one in turn, but the knock is there. And now it's going to be that opportunity for the push, but it does seem like the rest of A1 have decided, you know what, maybe... we should try and clean this one up, as DRS is now down to a solo. JD having this entire engagement getting turned on its head.
Oh my. That's a 1v3 going on, but JD finally taking down Flash. And right with this, JD also gets eliminated. A1 Esports, Deathstorm going head-to-head with a 1 versus a 4 against Dillman. This is another fight that will definitely occur. But on the other side, if you're talking about Alter Ego, Krypton hasn't fought it. He takes a shot up to the players. They gets him down instantly, also gets knocked out as well. But Frankie slowly approaching the situation, getting a lot of players from the Alter Ego down towards their HP. Rosemary onto the backside. Front line, there's another guy at the Alter Ego just chilling, taking shots, taking turns, and Frankie gets eliminated. Secret out of the match as well.
Yeah, that was a beautiful push coming from Alter Ego, just making the side, making the team there just kind of have to decide which way they want to fight. And Team Secret not having...
Wait a second, you're going to miss your shots. The Mini 14 is going to finally connect as Sky HORAA make sure that M416 is going to take that final bullet on towards the players. The rest of the Boom Esports down to the last guy. It is that guy. He's low. He's getting that damage. And one single wrong move, staying outside.
Sprays, but the position's not necessarily working out in their favor, at least not for the time being. Ooh, Boom, though, they're going to open it up onto the side there of Alpha 7. As we look now at Mula trying to find the opportunity, but BTR is going to stop them in their tracks as they secure another elimination. That is their first point on board. Now, Bumblebee getting ready to just come flying up the hillside. Is going to be Voin Donkey, the first line of aggression they will have to face as they look to gain the ground, gain the territory. The sprays are in, though, and there we have it. The first knock is in, and a quick conversion as well.
A quick conversion right in there. 14 minutes, 15 minutes, and we still have 14 teams alive. STEM9 finally take the fight against HORAA Esports. There's also a Alpha 7 versus the Boom Esports going on. Look at the kill feed. Look at the dead alive counter. Everybody's going haywire. There's Alpha 7's player going down, STEM9's player down. Alpha 7 having those 4 eliminations, meaning a full team, a full squad has also been eliminated. That is Boom Esports, but HORAA Esports taking the fight against Alpha 7. In fact, Vampire Esports, not Alpha 7. Vampire Esports has one player from Vampire gets knocked out. It's a finisher right there. With the 2 eliminations, they're forcing their way headstrong against the Vampires' last player. But Vampires' last player, he got eliminated by, I do believe so, a big stab right there and then. So there was absolutely nothing that they could have done. But 3 eliminations so far from HORAA Esports. Now going forward, there's STEM9. They have to move in the circle first and foremost. There's STEM9 into the very front side of their angles. Also, after the STEM9, there's also Voin Donkey. So it's a 3v fight, 3v deadlock that can be initialized from this particular location. But Jiggle and alongside of Sky, they're also pushing from the back, closing in. STEM9, oh my god, the guys just chill out there. Perone, he's gonna be taken down. Mampa, he's down. Manpa, alongside the rest of one player of SEM9. BTR is also getting down. Arena is also facing a heavy casualty over here. Jiggle HORAA versus Void Donkey. The third party has finally ensued, and in fact, it is HORAA Esports that has actually took that for a third party and got that first initial elimination.
Yeah, this is not the time to go lying down. You got to stand up and fight. And Void Donkey HORAA going to continue to try and contest for control of the edge of zone. Also going to be very careful of Alpha 7's position just down towards that southern side. But the utilities, the grenades, now starting to find their way on through. We do see Talon also packing a bit of a punch there. But HORAA absolutely running into the wall here as they are being met with quite a bit of aggression. At least they've been able to secure themselves those 5 eliminations, but now it's going to be that sneaky play coming through here from Carrillo and Squash Brew as they start to move on forward. Squash Brew will get taken on down. Revo could now potentially maybe look to bring in a bit of assistance here to come to an end. HORAA taking the lead with regards to the aggression. And if they can continue this flow, it's going to be a very happy start to the action. Ooh, Young on Galacticos coming through with a bit of a push. But there we have it. A very quick and efficient knock and conversion. Arena going to be the next.
Secured this much of the elimination numbers without even a single casualty. They're going completely haywire into the lobby. Look at Sleepy right now getting an elimination. Jiggle face to face against Alpha 7's player. Carrillo in the front line, finally getting a headshot connected on HORAA Esports' player. That's Jiggle down. Now he's gonna push forward, get that elimination with the car, with the style. But after that, he's also gonna face that elimination by the hand of the rest of the players into the proximity. HORAA Esports, another elimination to their name. That's 8, I think 9 eliminations. Yes, 9 eliminations so far, but down to the top 10 PR. Only this big of a disastrous gameplay from all of the teams have survived, have just got eliminated. That's the 5th one, and still with the 9 teams remaining into the match, it's going to be even more destructive.
Yeah, well, we went from 9 to 8 in a blink of an eye. As you can see, now 23 players remain. That is all we have left. Well, 1 point to their name. Of course, that coming through from the placement points as we're about to close on through. 7 squads remain. A SEM9 will be the next team having to pack their bags. Now, Tribe RMSC still holding on with the duo, as we can see them just towards that more southern.
Actually phenomenal. But the rest of the teams, I kind of want to see them like Talon Esports going close into HORAA. Oh my god, taking 1, taking 2 down. It's a 1 confirmation. That's double digit of elimination going to the name of HORAA Esports right here, ladies and gentlemen. And they're not stopping their aggression. They're actually pushing forward towards the Talon Esports' side. The grenades coming, the car rammed down, and the Boyza gets eliminated. Sleepy HORAA also going forward, getting atop the hill mountain location, getting knocked down on 1 player, 2nd player as well. That's 6 individual for Sleepy, 3 for Sky, 2 for No Fear. Oh my god. For 6, and already the radius is kind of low. There's not a lot of places to be. You have to be careful on, you have to like take the fight, then move to the circles, or get into the circle and stop the other teams from actually entering out, even inside, even stepping in that circle. But the grenades, oh my god, there's a Molotov. The guy's on fire. Someone gets an extinguisher because this guy is going down. Another one going down with the car. The 3rd one is down as well. The 4th one going away with the sprays. S12K, nope, from the front. It is done by the hand of Rosemary.
Well, I think it's safe to say that there's no gatekeeping happening here. The teams instead run out of the zone to go get those sprays and then comfortably roll on back in. Absolute showing of aggression coming through here. Now it's going to be Young on Galacticos trying to survive, already getting just poked and prodded at. They are down to a solo. It's going to be up to Say Cloud to see if Young on Galacticos will have any say in the remainder of this game. Down to the final 5 we go. You can see Team RMSC, DRX, HORAA, as well as Alter Ego all having to face off against that solo coming through from the side of Young on Galacticos. Ah, beautiful nade coming through from No Fear. Absolutely on point. The damage is starting to cook. But will we see HORAA now go for 15 eliminations? 1 play, that's all they need. Sky just moving up, trying to get a good read on the situation here as it is now HORAA looking to apply themselves. They could maybe secure a very cheeky play. Ooh, but Sleepy getting dropped on down. Even more sprays now as team Eremisi comes peeking around the corner. Delta getting deleted. And now, Younger Galacticos, out they go. HORAA hitting 15 eliminations.
That's 15 already, and they're in the top 4. Oh my god. But I think this will be the end for the reign of HORAA Esports from this point onward, because it is just no fear, a solo guy alive, and Alter Egos, they have surrounded this guy from 2-3 different directions. Alva is there. There is, in fact, Dalo, T25 into the front lines as well, the back of the mountaintop. There's another guy of the Alter Egos, but we're down to the top 3. Great job for HORAA Esports to even secure the top 3 after getting this much of those eliminations. But Alter Egos so far, 3-man, 8 eliminations to their name. DRX, this is one team. DRX is one team that did not partake in any fights into the early stages, into the mid stages, but the rain is still going on. That's the 16th one into the side, but from the back angle, there's Rosemary 911. He called it. He called a 911, but not for himself, but for HORAA Esports. Got them back to the lobby. Now down to the 2 versus 4. DRX. This is an easy winner chicken dinner just because of the man advantage that DRX has for themselves. They can just straight up push on the Alter Egos' player. Even Alter Egos, they're completely in a different direction. They're super far away from each other. Nia finally managed to get a grenade on the Rosemary, meaning the last guy that is in the front lines, he can't do nothing but to get and try to get into the safer side location.
Well, one thing that I would normally say is that it's quite difficult to pick up momentum this late into the game, but it seems like DRX are having no difficulty doing that whatsoever. It is now Daybot standing between them and that winner chicken dinner. Alter Ego currently sitting on 9 eliminations. Are they going to be able to hit double digits, or will we see DRX wrap up this fight before they can even pull that off? Now it's going to be a full stand. You can see absolute coverage, and the shots are in. That's it. DRX will walk away victorious, locking in that winner chicken dinner. And of course, timing their moment to strike to perfection.
Perfection it is. Surviving gets the winner chicken dinner. Violence does not always solve all of your problems, but yeah, they solve majority of your problems. But chicken dinner with the survival, DRX has done it into the match number 1 of the grand finals, ladies and gentlemen, of the Domination Showdown season number 3. 3, maybe 4 eliminations to their name, and 14 total points that this team is gonna have. It's